should, baby. Point, point, baby. Do what I should, baby. Point, point, baby. Do what I could, baby. Point, 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 baby. Do what I should, baby. Point, baby. Do what I could.
Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Punter Mitch Wishnowski ready to do the honors. And we're off from Levi's Stadium. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Cowboys take over first down catches at their own 32-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Here's 2nd and 2. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brought down by Julian Blackman.
You know, Kay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
From the red zone now. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game remains to be seen, Brock, but no doubt about it on that opening drive. He was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, Kate, I think it's twofold. Number one, this guy, you just know, you want to get that engine started because when it revs hot, big things happen for this offense. Number two, you felt like there were people there you could pick on defensively. And this defense, you better find some answers for this playmaker.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. He's contained at the line for no gain. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Play action now with Purdy. They'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers finish off their opening drive. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Turpin with a return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Off the play fake, it's Prescott. DJ Chark there for the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 32 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll get this down to the 40. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a pickup of 26, and it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys break the tie here in the 1st. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Purdy setting up that play action. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Malik Hooker with the tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. So before they can set up for another... Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They got this after forcing a punt at the end of one. It's taken in by Lamb. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly.
Yeah, the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Looking from the pistol, Prescott. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction, but how well the defense had that one covered.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Takes this in at the 25. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the 49ers will go on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
From the 42. Reeled in by George Kittle. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. Shoots out a one-stop. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
He's on the move. Into the hands of Kittle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Purdy on 1st down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. That one intended for Brandon Ayuk. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Back to the air on second. Purdy bails out of the pocket quick. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, as you can see here, things broke down a little bit. He tried to find a connection, but he just could not get on the same page. I'll tell you what I do like about that throw, though. He didn't risk an interception, and he put it out of bounds instead.
Escapes the pocket. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long. Badgley able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Cowboys take over a first down again at their own 28-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 32. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. To give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
They go right back to him. Another carry for the receiver. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The Cowboys hoping to grow their lead before halftime. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. First down, here's Dak. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in here, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, let you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
Trying again following the sack. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he can take the lid off a defense at any time.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He's taking a shot towards the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Gay's kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Brought in by Ayuk. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. We'll get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down throw by Purdy. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Second and 10 now. The screen pass falls incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he's going to run for it. It's a pickup of 11. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the gun is Purdy. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that's a 49er 1st down.
Analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And now it's 2nd down.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And got his man, that's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers earn the chance to tie before halftime. Ricky Pearsall with the a touchdown! They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers make it 17 all. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Starting from the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Cowboys take over first down at their own 29-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Looking to throw. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Please get it together. So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing now from the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Third and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Starts his return from the 23. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 33 on 2nd down. Throw complete to Lamb. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. So I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Ferguson there to bring it in. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Throwing again is Dak. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's going to be touchdown right at the line, so no gain on the play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Niners countering with a 5th defensive back on this 3rd down. Another throw for Prescott. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Dak throwing again. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, but did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Here's Dak. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, in a close game. They needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now a give. It's McCaffrey headed right. And he'll get it up to the 44. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's about a 4-yard pickup, and they'll still be playing the sticks. 3rd and 11 coming up. They stick with McCaffrey. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Cowboys.
Go, go! Keep running it. Run it! Run the ball! Run it! Downfield!
Field goal attempts coming here from Chad Ryland. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Got all of it, and this is good. And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He's going to field this at the 2. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to the well again. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Complete out to the right. Free inside the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll run it from the gun. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. But, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Running it after the penalty. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up a play that how many times do we see as highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Prescott here from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on him to stop him from getting that 1st down. Well done.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Back-to-back carries here. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. Dak to the air here. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. That finds Ayuk complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, McCaffrey. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know it from the position of the quarterback, Kate. Sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Play action now with Purdy. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. It's taken in by Lamb. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Receiver gets it again. Man, they're keeping him busy. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. No gain on the run, so now a decision to make on 4th and goal from the 4. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. They're going for it. Here's Prescott. Flushed out of the pocket. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice. Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They kick the running back in motion. One final shot here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road.